welcome to Reiki Master Tarot, presented by 1111 Mind, Body, and Soul Healing, LLC. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I am grateful to you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. Thank you so much. So, I've been out of pocket. Hi, Yoga Master Gail. How you doing? You looking good, girl, too. Okay, you doing some things over there. You looking really, really cute. Thank you so much. And to Joni and to all of the subscribers, thank you so much. All of the new subscribers and everybody that was there since I had 4. Okay, I am grateful to you. Thank you for clicking the subscribe button. Thank you for clicking the comments or thinking about it. I am so grateful to you, Yoga Master Gail. Thank you so much. I have 3 readings for you. Okay, this is the first of 3. Been out of pocket for a little bit. The name of this reading is Trigger Warning. Okay, this was I did the short for this on the 8th of December, and here we are on the 20th. So this was a lesson for me, okay? And I had to incorporate the learning, growing, and evolving from the trigger warnings that showed up on the 8th of December. So that's where I've been. Also, I got bit by I had a scratch by a bug here where my daughter lives. It's called a no-see-em, because you don't see them. You can't see them. And they don't bite you, they scratch. And when they scratch you, it's not just like a mosquito bite where it erupts and is traumatized. This particular little creature, when it scratches you, it gives you something called cellulitis. That is a major infection, okay? And I thought it was a mosquito bite. So for about maybe a week or 2, I didn't do anything. I just kept it clean, put the alcohol on there, put some ointment on there, and it never went away. All of the area around the ankle and the back of my leg where I didn't see it bite me, because you don't see them, got infected. And my leg was big, my knee was big, my ankle was big. And I'm thinking, is this an Ascension symptom? No. I needed to go to the doctor, so I went to the doctor. They gave me a bunch of painkillers, anti-inflammatories, and put me on antibiotics. But yes, if something is going on with you, definitely go to the doctor. Okay, they went to school to tell you that there's a such thing called a no-see-em, and it scratches you and causes a major infection. And if you don't have that taken care of, it can go to all of your working body systems, your liver, central nervous system, all of those things. It's an infection. So that's what happened, and that's where I've been. The swelling is going down slowly, but it's still going down. I can walk a little bit better. And so that's what happened. So here's what we're going to do. We have a guest who's trying to be a ninja. Bye, ninja. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the collective reading on trigger warnings, okay? Because I learned my lesson. When they show up, they are there. When they appear, they're to be released. So in between, or on top of having my little friend just kind of scratch me, there was a trigger warning, a major trigger warning that needed to be released. I thought I had released it, but apparently I was saying, okay, I surrender you. I did surrender it, but somewhere in my subconscious, I was still angry about what happened. Okay, so I had to figure out my life, right? So once you figure out your life, and I asked spirit questions. Okay, so what is this? What is this? And we would drive, and I connected to my spirit guides a whole lot for the last 10, 11 days. So that's where I was, but we got it worked out. Okay, but we're going to see why looping old timelines and why the heart stores unprocessed emotions. That's what they are when they show up. The unprocessed emotion. It's a trigger warning. So did I get rid of the jealousy, the anger, the fear? There may have been something else in there that I didn't let go of. It was abandonment. And I still got to work on it because I'm saying that word, I want to cry. So, well, we've got our angels here. We're going to welcome in the archangels of the archangel twin flames of the chakras, who helped me a great deal. We're going to welcome in the archangels of the four corners: Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel. Okay, we're going to welcome in Archangel Faith, Archangel Aurora, Archangel Hope, and Archangel Mother Mary. Okay, because all of them help me so much. You have to call them in. Okay, they respect your free will, so I called them in. Another one that I called in that was very helpful right instantaneously was Archangel Azrael, the Archangel of Transformation. Okay, he is the angel that is on the death card. He helps us to get from the dark to the light. Oh yeah, I shed a bunch of tears. I cried really, really hard. Okay, because that word, abandonment, is what I did not release and let go of. And apparently I need to do some more work, because as I say it, I can feel it rising up in my throat. Now, as we say it and we go through it and we examine it, we are actually merging our light with our shadow. Okay, so now we can start talking. Hold on, y'all. Okay, thank you for holding. We had a little voice that showed up, and I didn't know why the voice was showing up, but we figured it out. So you never know how Spirit's gonna work a thing out, or what you might see when you soften your eyes at what you're looking at and just kind of go within the middle. Be in between the breath, okay? In between that pendulum. When that pendulum goes up right here, that's the in between. Before it decides to go back in the other direction, stay right there. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. Thank you so much. So let's do this. We are going to use Denise Lynn's, which one? Oh, Sacred Child Traveler. We're going to get the essence of the story. Okay, we welcome and acknowledge all of the universal beings of the highest white light that are the law of one. We welcome in the archangel twin flames of our chakras, the archangels of the seven rays, whose characteristics are power, wisdom, love, peace, truth, abundance, and justice, and transformation. We welcome in the archangels of the four corners. We request your presence to oversee and protect this reading from any and all the no-see-ums that do not have our highest good in mind. I am grateful to you for your presence. I welcome and acknowledge you as well with infinite, unconditional love. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Now, you know what is interesting? That we talked about the no-see-ums. There are entities or beings that operate in higher dimensions. And unless you are aware of their energy signature, you cannot see them, but they do affect your situation. Okay? Call in your divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels to have you to be able to see, hear, and know what you need to see, hear, and know. And I mentioned that when you soften your eyesight, sometimes when I'm reading a book or I'm looking at the words that I'm putting on my shorts or the opening segments to my tarot readings, I can see things that are going by me. They're all over. They're going this way, they're going that way, they're going the other way. I thought they were symbols, okay? But unless you're aware of what's going on in the higher dimensions, every person, place, or thing or energy is a no-see-um, okay? Okay, all right? So just be aware, all right? Just be aware. Okay, you guys, we got a message. We got a message. Matter of fact, it was a reminder. We're going to introduce something new today. It's called Spontaneous Stuff That Goes Up in Smoke. It's from my son. My son is a special being. He was the one I got to go to the angel store and pick, okay, and he is a very, very, very special being. He was a philosopher at 4 years old, and he's still a philosopher. He loves words. His famous word when he was 4 years old, he used to walk around, he would say one word, Armstrong. And he would do all the different kinds of ways you could say Armstrong, 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 Armstrong. And he would just do that all day. And I said, Patrick, why do you like that word? He said, because it makes me feel good. At 4 years old, he was picking up energy signatures, okay? And he has picked up energy signatures his whole life. Okay, so what he does is whenever I call him and I talk to him about something, he's very, very deep thinker, very, very critical thinker, complete and total critical thinker since he was 4 years old. He would put things together. If yesterday is gone and today is here now, where does tomorrow come from? 4 years old, okay? Old soul, been here before. So I was telling him today that I had a dream and that he was in the dream. It was actually a pretty good dream. I don't remember all of it, but if you ask your guides to remind you what happened in a dream, they will, okay? So as soon as I told him he was in my dream, he says, so, did you have large tooth creatures chasing you in your dream? Okay, and it's funny because we cracked up, we had this long, he has this he has this dislike about his teeth, about his two front teeth. Now, if you saw this man, okay, when he gets out of a car, it's like when he's standing up out of the car, he just keeps going and going and going. He's that tall, but he does it in such a way that's majestic, okay? And he's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful man, okay? Very, very pretty, very chocolate. Okay, he looks just like he looks like me, but he has attributes and characteristics of his dad, except that he's like super tall. And it was a man that told me, a married man, that told me that everywhere my son went, all the wives would look at my son. It was a military base. All the wives would look at my son, and when he walked, he had this swagger. Now, this is a big, that's talking about my son. So we're going to be incorporating things that Patrick says because sometimes our subconscious comes out through the spontaneous things we say. So even though this man is completely and totally beautiful to every single person that he comes across, he still holds himself a little bit behind the line, okay? And we're going to try, by saying what he says, by repeating what he says, hopefully we can get him to see a little thing, but people have to see what they have to see, okay, on their own, okay? But I love when I talk to him. Excuse me, there's a message from him again. Okay, so we're gonna do, there it is. Okay, so Patrick, when you see this, this is when your message came through. Okay, so spontaneous stuff that goes up in smoke, and we call him Smoke because he's actually an entertainer, a very creative being. He covers all the bases when it comes to the check boxes on having a very large horizon, okay, a very long marketing arm, very big personality, okay. But we're just going to start, we call him Smoke, so I'm not going to call him Patrick anymore. We're going to call him Smoke because the things that he says are spontaneous that go up in smoke. All right? So that's the first one that we have for today. So let's do this. Archangel Twin Flames of the chakras, if you would please give us the essence of the story you wish to tell. This one might be a little long, y'all. This is trigger warning, okay? Trigger warning. So when I told him that he was in my dream, that may have been a trigger for him, okay? For him to say that there were big, large toothed creatures chasing me in my dream, okay? Where did he get that from? I know how he feels about his teeth. His teeth are beautiful. It's beautiful. White, everything's proportionate about him. But he still says that. So maybe he's coming up, the angels are putting him in this reading for a reason. Okay, so what we have is narrow pathway. Look, tread thoughtfully. Okay, tread thoughtfully. This is a trigger warning. Now, cleansing waters. What are we cleansing? We're cleansing out our subconscious. When these triggers show up, we're cleaning out our subconscious and we're letting go of looping old timelines. We're letting go of what is stored in our heart space, these unprocessed emotions, okay? And because we're purification activates vibrant life force, what we're clearing out is we're bringing coherence to our heart, our mind, and our brain, okay? So we're learning how to surrender, release, to allow, okay? The cleansing waters helps to remove blocks, okay? Under that, clear the air. Look, clear the air. Distant thunder. There may be an opportunity that's gonna come up for someone to clear the air. So if somebody is carrying something in their subconscious and this thing is causing them to automatically think of that thing like I did, okay? That trigger warning for me, okay? It automatically took me back to that situation that I thought I let go, okay? If we have distant thunder, there may be a storm coming where something is about to help clear the air. Thunder comes from rain. It comes from a storm, okay, to clear the air. Rainstorms, thunderstorms, clear the air. If there's smog, if there's smoke, if there's anything that is not supposed to be in the air or is not good for our highest good, that storm is going to clear that out, okay? And that's at the Earth Star Chakra, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity at the high heart. We have ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. So when we cleanse, clear, and allow, remove those boulders, okay, that keep us stuck in that vortex of the loop of old timelines, the loop of unprocessed emotions, the loop of blocks, okay? When we keep forward and ascend that mountain, we're taking that spiral, okay? We start here and that spiral goes around and around and around, okay? That is the Fibonacci sequence, okay? That spiral that's going around and around. There's one of the Reiki universal life force symbols that is that spiral. Okay, it is that spiral where you go around and around and around, and that energy while you're on that spiral moving up may have those blocks. Okay, it may have something that needs to be removed. It may be that unprocessed emotion, okay, or that weight that somebody is carrying around in a loop. Okay, and what happens as you ascend the mountain and you keep stepping forward, you are strong beyond measure. Strength, stepping into power. Okay, you see that gentleman? He looks like the hermit. Okay, when we look at what we want in that lamp, that is our heart's desire and wish fulfillment. Okay, and as we climb that mountain and we let go out of that backpack what no longer serves us, we gain the power and the strength to keep going. That is very beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Now look, wondrous universe. Wondrous universe, we're getting help from the universe. Trust the universe, walk in beauty, okay? This looks like the rainbow, the coat of many colors. That's gonna be one of our readings that we're gonna be doing, okay? Ascend that mountain, step into power, trust the universe, okay? Now, and this is at the high heart chakra, trust your heart space, clear your heart space, bring coherence, okay, the integration of what you learn from the triggers, okay, to your heart, your mind, and your brain, heart, mind, and soul. Surrender, release, and allow. Now, at the Soul Star Chakra with Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Amethyst, we have the Mystic Healer. Mystic Healer. That looks like Archangel Gabriel. It's white. Healing energy flows through you, okay? All we have to do is accept it. Open your heart to receive that healing energy. Trust the universe. It's coming to you all the time. Right now, we are in the company of Archangel Twin Flames of the Chakras. We are in the company of the Archangels of the Seven Rays. We are in the company of the Archangels of the Four Corners. We are in the company. We are connected to, as co-creators, Prime Creator. We are connected to the all that is and the all that ever was. You are connected to your higher self. I am here. I am there. I am there. I am here. It is us opening up our heart to receive. Now, under Mystic Healer, healing energy flows through you. We have breaking trail. Okay? A breakthrough is at hand. A breakthrough is at hand. Okay, let's open our heart to receive that breakthrough, because we are stepping over the obstacles. We are looking at those triggers that show up, okay, to heal them by accepting them and knowing, seeing them for what they are. Now, for me, the word abandonment, when we first started this, made me want to cry. Why? Because in my heart, mind, and soul, in my subconscious, I felt like I had been abandoned, okay? But the persons, people, places, and things that abandoned me don't have that energy. So who put the energy on that word? I did. So who has the power to release the energy from that word? I do. How do we do that? We light a candle of forgiveness, okay? And we say, I send you infinite unconditional love and gratitude throughout all space and time and beyond. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. The word abandonment is not something for me to hold on or to keep. I release and I surrender that word and everything it means to the all that is and the all that ever was, because I am being reclaimed by the Archangel Twin Flames of the Chakras, the Archangels of the Four Corners, the Archangels of the Seven Rays, by the all that is and the all that ever was, Prime Creator, by my higher self. I reclaim all of the universal beings of the highest white light that are the law of one, that are in this room. Thank you so very much. Now, under Breaking Trail, staying focused. Hold the course. Hold the course. There's going to be triggers that are going to come and step in your way. Okay, that's what happened. Okay, I had to sit still because that trigger was so strong that all I did, I wanted to just sleep. I wanted to just lay down. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to be anywhere where there was another person. Okay, sometimes the caretaker needs some care. Sometimes it's the caretaker that needs to give themselves the care. Okay, are you hearing me, Smoke? Okay, are you hearing me, all of the subscribers? Are you hearing me, Yoga Master Gail? Are you hearing me, Miss Joni, Miss Dawn? Okay, we are the caretakers. We are being of service to others all the time. Sometimes we need to sit still and let our divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels rest in with us in silence, connected to source. Okay, where we can ask our questions, where we can see what we need to see, hear what we need to hear, and know what we need to know. It's very important for us to take that time, okay, for ourselves. Ask your guides to come in. You have to request the help, okay? They respect you and your free will, and they're going to say, okay? All right, so trigger warning, collective reading for entertainment purposes only. If you would, Archangel Twin Flames, if you would, please clarify narrow pathway. Here, I didn't shuffle these. Okay. So we have narrow pathway, cleansing waters, ascending the mountain, keep going forward, tread thoughtfully. Purification activates vibrant life force. Okay, when you let go of what's holding you back, you are receiving the omniscient, omnipresent life force energy that is all around you. That's what Reiki masters, when they put healing hands on people, they are not, the healing is not coming through them, coming from them, it's coming through them. By accepting that healing life force energy, that client or that person that is requesting the healing is healing themselves. Okay, by connecting to that energy. Okay, that energy is all around you. All you have to do is request it. Okay, I'm ready. I open my heart to receive, Spirit. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We are going to clarify narrow pathway, ascending the mountain, and mystic healer. Thank Spirit. Okay, the high heart, ascending the mountain. High heart, ascending the mountain with Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, keep going forward. There's something, there's a court of law. This might mean that there is a court case that has been judged in your favor. Look at that number, 23. 23 is a sacred number. Okay, it's actually balance, and it is creativity, self-expression, and joy. But it totals 5. That's changed. There's something that has been adjudicated in a court of law, and it could be a court of law in the earthly plane or a court of law in the spiritual plane. Okay, under that, we are stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Horizon, look, hope, goals, overseas, dreams, illusions. Okay, now remember, I had a dream, and smoke was in my dream, stepping into power. Okay, look, under that is the sun. Something has been illuminated. Okay, something has been illuminated. All right, thank you, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, Archangel Soundophon, Archangel Metatron. Look, storm. Remember we saw distant thunder? Okay, and it was this distant thunder was under here. Look, storm. Okay, there's a storm. Unknown, fear, certainty, uncertainty, chaos. Okay, there. A narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. So something's coming up where somebody's having to use their creative thinking. We'll see what it is. Okay, cleansing waters, purification, activates vibrant force. Look, bedroom. Okay, what happened? Bedroom, secret, confidentiality, trust, private space. Was there something? There's a secret in the room. Was there a secret in the room that is going to be revealed? Remember, we saw the sun card. Okay, something, and there's a court of law. Okay, gift, recognition, compliment, visit, attention, joy. So something spectacular is getting ready to happen here. But there's some cleansing. Remember we said storm, a rainstorm, windstorm. There's a storm coming, and that is clarified. This storm is clarifying this distant thunder. Okay, clearing the air. It sounds like it was a secret that's going to be illuminated. It's whatever this is being adjudicated, and somebody's stepping into power. Somebody's horizons is going to be expanded. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now, under Mystic Healer, high Soul Star Chakra, we have healing energy flows through you. There's a letter. Okay, there's energy coming through you as a message. Information, news, message, communication. So whatever happened here in this court of law is going to be revealed. Okay, destruction, reconstruction, healing. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now, breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Rich lady, okay, under breaking trail, rich lady, beauty, enhancement, lucky life, harmony. Okay, okay. So remember we had the healing? We had the healing, okay? Destruction, reconstruction, healing, okay? And what's under that? Military person, okay? This might be a twin flame reading, okay? Military person, responsibility, discipline, rules, structure, okay? We'll see what happens. And it's interesting that smoke, okay, can't tell you what he does, but he's connected to the military. We'll see. We'll leave it like that. So was I. Okay, at one point, I was a military wife for a very, very long time. And that's where most of my events were. I had a lot of events on military bases. Okay? So, we got the basics. Now, let's see what's going on. We're going to do a reflection spread, y'all. Okay, this one might go a little bit long. Oh, it feels good to do readings again. It feels real good to touch my tarot cards. This is the Sherry deck. Are these upside down? Hold on, y'all. All right. Okay, storm. The storm card is falling down. The storm is going on right now. Okay, y'all. All right. What's going on? This is the Sherry deck. This deck is at makingplaycards.com, okay? It's in the description box. Just go, if you want to go take a look, just go take a look. I made these as long as as well as I have several decks up there. I think I have like 4 decks up there. And I'm also a published author, wrote 2 books, okay? But we'll talk about those later. All right, so let's look at this. Thank you, divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels. Thank you to all of the spirit guides of the decks. Okay, let's see what's happened. We're gonna do a reflection spread. If you would tell me what is, okay, y'all wanna talk. Thank you so much. What is the lesson at the root chakra, please? Lesson at the root chakra. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, celebration. Somebody is getting what they deserve. Okay, this is a success, accomplishment, recognition. So somebody is, okay, this is also a false victory. Okay, I wonder what is going on. It's under storm. It's under narrow pathway. Somebody is being warned. This is a warning. Okay, narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Somebody's being given a choice. Okay, there was a Queen of Cups. Nobody can see in her cup. Okay, she's very, very picky about who she lets into what she's holding in that cup, who she shares with it. But she's compassionate, she's sensitive, and she's loving. But she is under storm. Okay, there's also, remember, we got the bedroom. Okay, cleansing waters, purification, and now we got the Queen of Cups. Is that a false victory? Yes, it is. Look, the Knight of Swords. Okay, wrong choices, challenges, failure, mistakes, worry, despair, embarrassed, shame. So somebody is undergoing a storm. This distant thunder. Okay, this is a false victory. Okay, and it's a false victory for this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups. Who's at the Nine of Swords? Or somebody she's with is at a Nine of Swords. Worry, anxiety, anguish. Okay, wow. Something's going on. Something is going on. Thank you, Spirit, for the lesson. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope, thank you for the lesson at the root chakra. Chakra, what is the experience at the sacral chakra, please? 3222, y'all. 3222. Balance going on. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Page of Wands. There's a bright new idea. Somebody has a bright new idea, and this is under the bedroom. Okay, Wands. Okay, think about Wands. Okay, this is a bright new idea. Somebody has, this might be an epiphany. This might be a revelation. This might be cleansing waters. This might be what was the secret that was going on in the bedroom. Okay, this might be the secret that's going on in the bedroom. Look, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. This is getting what you deserve. There's balance here. See those, see the light on the table is coming from the coins that are being spun on the top of the table. That means there's energy going on. There's energy flowing between these 6 people. There might be 6 people in here. Teach or learn, lead or follow, reflection. Something is being reflected back to somebody, and they're getting what they deserve. That's on the other side of the Page of Wands. On the outside of the Page of Wands is the King of Pentacles, and he's got a coin too. Okay, so this lesson experience might be an epiphany, a revelation that is coming from this King of Pentacles who just found out something, because the cleansing waters, okay, the 6 of Pentacles is getting what you deserve. Okay, so if you caused an imbalance with the 6 of Wands, that was a false victory, that's being reflected back to whoever caused it. Wow, thank you, Spirit. Okay, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora, can you tell us what is the challenge at the solar plexus? Challenge at the solar plexus, please. Thank you. Challenge at the solar plexus. Thank you. Page of Cups. Something else, brand new. This is an emotion. Okay? Somebody, remember, inspired, imaginative, intuitive. Somebody has a choice. Somebody has a choice, and it's a heartfelt choice. Based on something that is being cleansed, Something that was secret in a bedroom, trust, private space. There is something brand new, an emotion that is coming up. Somebody is seeing something that they did not realize was going on before. It is emotional. Here's the Four of Cups outside. Four Cups. We got a choice to make right here. This is an emotional choice. Page of Cups. They made this choice, and now they've come to look. Seven of Cups. Illusion, delusion. Cups, cups, cups. This is all emotional. Something happened. There was something that's being cleansed from a secret that was in a bedroom. Something that was held confidentially. Okay, someone trusted somebody else. Okay, and it was a private space. This is being illuminated. But look, we have the Four of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. This is 11 cups. 7. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cups. This is 12 cups. Okay, remember there's 12 dimensions. The sacred councils are 12. Okay, some of them are 7, some of them are 9, some of them are 5. But for me, the councils that I deal with, the sacred councils that I deal with are 12. Those are angels to me. Okay, so there's angelic energy going on right here with all of these cups. Okay, and it's probably Archangel Raphael healing the heart. Okay, this is emotional. Wow, thank you, Spirit. Wow. 7 of Cups, Page of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Wow. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Wait, let me make sure we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's 12. New beginning, balance, 3. Creativity, self-expression, and joy is 3. So somebody was, okay, Spirit. Okay, let's see what happens. What's the choice that's made at the heart space? We know it's emotional. Okay, we got all these cups. Court of law under climbing the mountain. Keep moving forward. What's going on? A block is being removed. What is Archangel Chamuel? Archangel Charity. What is the choice being made at the heart space, please? Walking away. Okay, Knight of Wands. This is a battle-born soldier. Somebody has been through a lot, and they use all of these wands, to do the same thing, trying to get a different outcome. Now they're only walking away with one wand. Okay, and it's under, wow, ascending the mountain. Look. Look. 2 folks walking away. You can't make this up. The angels picked the cards. Okay? Even this gentleman is walking away. He got one wand. Okay? He's ascending the mountain. He is moving forward. Somebody is not going to stay stuck in the situation they were in. Okay? This is a heart, what's being done at the heart space, but there's something that has to do with a court of law. Okay? It has to do with stability. 4 wands. Somebody's stable foundation. Okay? Somebody is walking away from what they thought was a stable foundation. Okay? Because apparently what's being revealed is that it was not a stable foundation. Okay, on the other side of the Nine of Wands is the 3 of Pentacles. This is either someone becoming whole in one with themselves, whole in one with their higher self, whole in one with the all that is and the all that ever was. The little puppy walking with them is pure intention. All of the stars are divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels. Okay, now somebody is walking away from a collaboration. An Earth 3D collaboration. Somebody's walking away from a 3D collaboration to merge with themselves, to become whole and one with themselves. Okay, their Page of Cups. This was emotional with something that they thought was a stable foundation, a celebration, stability, heart's desire, and look who's here. Archangel Michael, Temperance card, bringing balance. Remember we saw the 3-2-2-2. We had the 3-2-2-2 number. Okay, balance. Confirm, confirm, confirm. Okay, why? Because there was a third party. Okay, and with that third party, look, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, depending on intention, is manipulation, and this might have been sexual manipulation too, because we're looking at several energies, And look what's being happened. Spirit, what is that? Okay, hold on, y'all. What is that? Okay, thank you guys for holding. What you just heard was vibrations. There was a car that was outside, and it's in the parking lot, nowhere near where we are, okay? That music, the bass in that car was so heavy, so hard, that it was causing a major vibration of my daughter's blinds in her sliding glass door, okay? So that happened when we were bringing up the tower card. Whatever was going on is being balanced. The universe is balancing itself. A major tower is being brought to whoever this is, and what the tower is going towards what they thought was their 10 of cups, okay? And it's happening because of the Knight of Wands. This is Archangel Gabriel, who has the authority to bring balance, just like Archangel Michael does. Wow. Okay, y'all, see, you never know how Spirit's going to confirm a message, okay? A tarot reading is something that is a confirmation of what you already know, okay? All right, so remember what was bothering me, what was triggering me, okay? Once I let go of what was triggering me and I pulled my energy out of it, reclaim my power, now I am out of the way, okay? When I surrender, release, and allow, I am clearing that road, that mountain, ascending that mountain, that narrow pathway. I am clearing to remove blocks. The block was me putting my energy in a word, okay, giving power to that word. Removing that block removes the energy from the persons that I believe put it there, or their actions, whatever that karmic lesson was, okay, is now gone. I reclaim my power. I pull back my energy, okay? And I send infinite unconditional love on the road in front of me so I can move forward. That's what this is about. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now, let's see what we doing. Okay, Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith, can you please tell us what is being spoken about at the throat chakra? Thank you. Throat chakra. This is the stepping into power. Okay, we just talked about it. Pull back, power back, horizon to move forward on that narrow pathway. Okay, thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith. Look, 6 of Pentacles. We just talked about the energy. Remember that energy that just came through? Okay, see these coins? These boys are spinning these coins on this table. And the more they spin the coins, the more the coins light up, and the energy that they're sending out is being reflected back to them. This is balance, okay? You said whatever you send out into the universe is reflected back to you tenfold, okay? Now, who's sending that out? Who's walking away? The person that's walking away, the person that's made this choice to walk away because something happened in the court of law to move forward, okay? Guess who it is? The King of Pentacles, okay? The King of Pentacles was once one of these little boys spinning these coins, okay? He is now he's still spinning his own coin, okay? He knows how to send the energy out there as the King of Pentacles for himself, okay? On the right side, look, 2 of Cups, okay? He is either balancing his masculine and feminine side, his inner twin, okay, to create that third energy. Okay, perfect harmony, union, and balance. Okay, and that's on the other side. This is 6 of Pentacles. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mother Mary. Can you please tell us what is the message going to the third eye, please? Message to the third eye. Thank you. High Priestess. There's a letter, there's a message. Trust your intuition, okay? Trust your intuition, okay? If there's something in the book that you overlooked, it's under letter, look. I can't make this up. See, it's under letter, Trust your intuition. If there's something in the book that you need to look at, go look in that book. There is a message somewhere. It's coming through the ethers. Okay, healing energy flows through you. This is healing energy. It is that energy that is coming through you. Do your meditation. Okay, connect to the all that is and the all that ever was. Connect to your guys 4455 on the clock. Okay, because this is intuitive energy that is coming to you. It flows through you. Okay, the spiritual energy flows through you. The messages that you share with others flows through you from the all that is. We talked about the omniscient, omnipresent energy. The life force energy flows through you. Okay, sit still. Look, this is the truth on the left side. This is the truth. Okay, this is the truth from the all that is and the all that ever was. When you get an ace from the Most High, guess what? That ace is what you deserve. Okay, now on the right side of the high priestess, look, the emperor. Okay, so this is a twin flame reading. Okay, it's a twin flame both ways. Twin flame on the earthly plane is the masculine and the feminine. Twin flame on our inner being is our masculine and feminine that we're bringing balance to by making the correct choices. When we think, when we use beautiful thoughts, when we tread thoughtfully on our pathway. Okay, and this masculine, the King of Pentacles, is going into emperor power. He is the leader. He is the authority. He is listening to his he's listening to his intuition. He's listening to his intuition. But this emperor is connected to his empress through energy. Okay, the healing energy that flows through you, they are tethered telepathically. They're tethered by the soul. Just like your inner masculine and your inner feminine are all together, they're connected. How you respond to trigger warnings, okay, is how you heal your masculine and your feminine on the inside. If you're not overgiving in your feminine side, if you are not being overbearing in your masculine side, but you're emotionally balanced and you're critically thinking about every single trigger that shows up on how to handle it so that it's not something that hurts or harms another person or hurts or harms you. Okay, thank you. Oh, angels be jumping in. Did y'all see that? Okay, well, look at this. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary, thank you so very much. This is the third eye. Remember, we want to know what happened in the third eye. Listen to your intuition. Follow divine inspiration, okay? Be observant for signs and synchronicities of divine intervention, okay? Look for signs and synchronicities of divine timing, okay? That's what's coming down through the third eye. Thank you, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Christine. Can you tell us what is the message coming to the crown chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus, from the all that is and the all that ever was? That is that enlightenment connection to the higher realms. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay. Look, the world card. They make this up. You cannot. Look, okay. So the world card is connected to a rich lady. Okay, breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So the feeling that I'm getting is this rich lady somebody that was the Queen of Cups? Okay, was the Queen of Cups, false victory. Secrets are being highlighted because we saw the Sun card. There's a court of law. Okay, the World card is one cycle ending, one cycle beginning. Okay, wow. Okay, it's like the snake, Oumuamua, that eats itself. You don't know where the snake ends and begins because it's one continuous circle. But here we have a cycle that is over. We see that up here. We have a cycle that is over and we have a new cycle that's beginning. But there has to be a cleansing of an old cycle. There has to be a cleansing of an old cycle. Okay, we have the storm and it was confirmed by a storm. Okay, who is being affected by this? Okay, now we have the World card. On the left side, the Queen of Wands, okay, businesswoman. Bright new ideas. Remember all of these wands that were used on this gentleman? Okay, why is it shaking? Why are you shaking? It's not connected to anything. Okay, that happened a lot, y'all. Sorry. Okay, Queen of Wands. Okay, now on the right side, what do we have? Resistance. Five of Wands. Queen of Wands and Five of Wands. Somebody is resisting an end to a thing. Okay? Okay, but justice is here. Okay, justice is here. The Knight of Cups. It's emotional. Okay, this is Archangel Raphael, the healer of the heart space. Okay, so this, okay, what are we going to do here, Spirit? Let's do one more. We're going to do the causal chakra. Tell us the causal chakra, Spirit. What happened? Okay, thank you. That flew out. Okay, judgment. Okay. This is the causal chakra. Okay, Smoke, this is your card. Okay? This is your card, Smoke. Okay, calling judgment. Okay, this is the causal chakra. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, okay, we got Archangel Uriel. Somebody prayed for earthly, tangible blessings, okay? And that's why all these cards fell the way they fell. The angels are involved. There is a cleansing going on. There is a storm raging, distant thunder to clear the air. There's a storm here. Somebody was walking a narrow pathway that they needed to be thoughtful about, but tread thoughtfully. That was a warning, okay? Now, on the other side, strength, okay? This is inner strength, okay? This is walking with the shadow. This is for the trigger warning. This is walking with your shadow. Okay? When we walk with our shadow, just like when the word abandonment, it doesn't bother me. When I first started the reading, I still wanted to cry. There was something I need to look at. I needed to see. Okay? I am the one that puts energy on anything that makes me feel bad. Okay? Because the persons, places, or things that cause those things are no longer in my life. So why am I still carrying that energy? Okay? So when I release and surrender that energy, I am walking with this light. Okay? We are walking with our shadow. Okay? We are being brave and we're showing compassion to ourselves. We're showing courage by going into the deep, darker places, the darker aspects of us, and asking the questions instead of going, okay, I release that. No, sometimes we need to look at it hard, okay? Then it's the strength card. If you look, you see the 8, the limitless gate, okay? And here's the limitless gate right there, okay? We are moving that energy. We are moving that energy, okay? Now, this is the card that caused the story, okay? This is the card that caused the story. Okay, so let's reflect the cards. The lesson evolved to, this was a false victory, okay? It evolved to the world. One cycle closing, another cycle beginning. Now, this cycle is closing for a karmic person or a karmic teacher, okay? Their cycle of giving karmic lessons is over. Their cycle of receiving karmic lessons that are being returned to them, returned to sender, or reflected back to them is what's beginning, okay? They are no longer separated from the things that the thoughts, words, and deeds that they sent out. They're coming back to them. That is their new cycle. Okay. Now, experience is an epiphany, a revelation, a thought, a new idea. Okay. Somebody that wants change. And what does it do? They're listening to their intuition. Their intuition has either been expanded or their cosmic abilities have been expanded for them to see something brand new and something different, okay? Lessons, the experiences, helps us to see things clearly, okay? It helps us to go and do the research on something to find out why a thing does the thing a thing does, okay? I hope y'all got that. Okay, challenge. The challenge is to face that energy, that emotional energy head on, okay? This is what I had to do during this reading. You guys saw me do it, okay? And what does that do? It brings balance, okay? You take your energy and transmute that energy, okay, that is not for your highest good, you transmute it and let it glow on its own. It's going to go through who you are, okay, to help you build a brand new horizon, okay? It helps you to enhance and expand your intuition, okay? Now, there was a storm. Somebody's getting a storm. It's gonna be emotional. Here, let me do it. Somebody's going through a storm. Okay, well, let's put them together. Okay, all right, Spirit say, put them together. Okay, somebody's going through a storm. Okay, they're getting an epiphany or a revelation about somebody else standing tall. Okay, and having strength about something. You see how this bright new idea is looking at this lady that is walking with her shadow? Okay, that's the storm for whoever this is that was giving them dark thoughts. Okay, dark thoughts. And if you guys feel like when you're laying down, you have an awesome, super cool day. Okay, super cool day, right? Then you lay down, and then you start feeling this jagged energy all the way around you, and then your body is jerking. It means that you are releasing energy that is not for your highest good. You can go take a shower, light some incense. You can call in your divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels and have them help you to remove that. Do your meditation where you're doing a body scan. You start from your head, go through you see a glow. Start at the crown of your crown chakra. Go all the way down through your body, see it in your mind's eye, all the way down to your foot. And your intention is to remove whatever energy that is with infinite unconditional love to clear your auric field and clear your column, your chakra. Okay? All right. Now, so under the strength card, now let's do, we got one more. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. We did that one. Okay, now, Judgment card crosses to the Nine of Wands, to this gentleman that is walking away. Okay, it crosses to we call Judgment. He's in the company of Archangel Gabriel, who is helping him to make a choice. Okay, a beautiful choice for himself. Okay, this is the adjudication. Okay, it came through Archangel Gabriel. That's beautiful, Spirit. Thank you. It came through Archangel Gabriel. Now, on the letter, we have the letter message. Remember, in the ether, it could be a text message, a group chat, an email, a contract, a conversation that is going to be coming to someone as information, news, message, or communication. Okay, that is going to bring balance. Okay, it's something that somebody truly deserves, and it's going to be beautiful because we're talking money. Okay, we're talking about somebody chose to teach, somebody chose to lead, somebody chose to send out energy that is reflected back to them that is an earthly, tangible, heartfelt blessing. Okay, now, so we got the six. This is the message. Okay, this is what they put out there. They put this energy out there, and it's bringing them strength. Okay, to walk with their shadow. Now, I'm going to show y'all something really special right here. Okay, now, this was the card that brought out the story. Okay, this is the last one on the deck. This is the card. But look what's under it. The Empress. Okay, so the Empress is working in the shadows right now. Okay, the Empress is working in the shadows right now to bring balance to her inner and her outer being. She is the Queen of Wands. She is the Queen of Cups. She is the Queen of Swords. She is the Queen of Pentacles. But she is all of those things with pure intention. We saw a Queen of Wands that had a false victory, okay? And we saw that this particular Queen of Cups is under storm, okay? All of this is working in the background. These are the divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels that are moving chess pieces in the background, okay? All right, so this is a twin flame reading. We saw the Emperor, okay, that King of Pentacles. We saw him, okay, and everybody is getting strength, okay. So this is the reading, you guys, for trigger warning. Look at it when they show up, release them and surrender them. Okay, we need to release old timelines. We need to release what is stored in our heart as unprocessed emotions. We need to release the weight so that coherence between our heart, our mind, and our brain can help us to surrender, release, and allow. Okay, we're cleansing and removing blocks and allowing new options and new timelines to be sent to us. We have to clear that space though. Okay, so this is the reading. So to all universal beings of the highest white light that are the law of one, I send you infinite, unconditional love and gratitude throughout all space and time and beyond. I thank you to all that stop by and hear this reading. I send you infinite, unconditional love and gratitude for sharing your energy with me. I am grateful to share my energy with you. Okay, so let's leave this here. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Okay, so let me leave you with the 5 principles of Reiki. Today, I will not be angry. Today, I will not worry. Today, I will do my work honestly. Today, I will respect and honor every living being. Today, I am grateful for everything that I have in my life right now. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. So, you guys, let's do one card. We're going to do an activation since we're in a very, very sacred window of energy right now. We are going to do an activation. Okay? It's an energy activation. Okay? And yesterday was the 19th. And I believe tomorrow is winter solstice. So we're going to give you guys one card activation. And then I'll read the book so you can... Okay, Spirit. Let me have one card to activate. One energy to activate today, please. Oh, you guys gave me 2. All right. Okay, you guys. Akashic Stargate. We're going to activate the Akashic Stargate. Look, in the Akashic Records. Spirit wants you guys to go into the Akashic Records so that you can see what's going on in your world. So let's read the book so we can activate these 2. Okay, Akashic Stargate, align with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. Akashic Records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom. This goes in harmony with our reading. Okay, you guys, Akashic Records. Akashic Records. Okay, it says, ask your angels and guides to direct you to the energy of the Akashic Records. If you are feeling stuck or unsure, ask the records to reveal to you any essential soul lessons and information so that you can fulfill your purpose during this lifetime. When you draw this card, the universe is releasing you from past experiences. These can be soul-based memories, fears from previous lifetimes, or older aspects of this current lifetime that you have moved on from. Know that this is the time to reclaim your freedom and rewrite your story. You can do this by following through on your dreams. Gone are the days of fear-based indecision. This is the time to rise up and claim your truth. If you are sitting on a dream or are feeling called to move in a particular direction, it's because you have unearthed an important soul lesson. It is essential for you to follow that call to clear unwanted energies of your past. As you do so, don't allow yourself to be pulled into expecting the worst possible outcome. Know that this expectation is not your truth, but old energy being released from your energy body. Call in angels to shine their light on any repressed fears, energies, or stories that are no longer serving you. It is time to fly high in freedom. Y'all can't tell me that the angels are not here. These two cards that just popped out are exactly what we were talking about the whole time. The other one is the Akashic Stargate. So let's see what that one says. Oh my gosh, this is so very cool. Thank you, Archangels of the 7 rays. Thank you, Archangels, Twin Flames, Archangels of the 4 corners. Thank you to the All That Is and the All That Ever Was. I am so grateful to you. Thank you. So here we have the Akashic Stargate. Visualize yourself at a crossroads. Tune into the direction that feels most joyful, light, and loving. Imagine yourself walking that road. See all that it brings you. Your message. Whenever the Akashic Stargate is presented to you, it is because you're at a critical point on your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction, and you have to make a decision. This can feel overwhelming, and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you. But you aren't here to walk a path that was set for you. You are here to walk a path that you have chosen. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Know that whatever direction you take and whatever decision you make, you will always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you'll always end up in a similar space. Also know that the purpose isn't about doing your duty. It's about living life and experiencing joy. Y'all can't tell me. Spirit always come through every single time. Spirit shows up every single time. I am so grateful to you, divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels, and the spirit guides in the decks. You are beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, so this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So we're going to do, for the next readings, we're going to be doing an activation. And we have 3 for the next couple of days. Next 3-4 days. Okay, we have 3 readings that we're going to be doing. This was the first one. Okay, so I want to leave this here and leave this with you. I send you infinite unconditional love and gratitude throughout all space and time. I welcome and acknowledge your energy and your presence. I say thank you to you for stopping by my channel. I am grateful to you. And like you, I am blessed above my imagination because of you. And you are blessed above your imagination because of the actions that you take and the steps that you take to balance your life and your world and follow your path. I am so grateful. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.